And we're live for the thousands of people. Disregard the mess that's in the bed because I know someone's gonna get mad at me. Alexander's gonna get mad at me for the bed right now. God damn, I'll put the mic up. Hopefully, it's not too distracting. Can't even see my. You can't even see my little logo. The Angel Chavez is upside down when I do live streams. I gotta get my camera ready though, but all right. So today's Coachella Monday. I'm gonna make the video until tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna make it tonight, but I won't be able to upload it till tomorrow. So I was like, I haven't done a live stream in a minute. Decided to go on the live right now. So any questions regarding last video? Because a lot of people are giving me their responses to the predictions for 2020 Coachella 2020 lineup. And if you haven't checked out that video, definitely check it out after this. And welcome to today's live stream. So I do wanted to mention this next video that's going out tomorrow morning is going to be about chances of Rihanna. I mean, the chances are pretty high. There was rumors of her last year before all the lineup came out, but it's just like, we're too far ahead. Like there's rumors already circulating the web, and people, I think really hardcore fans of her, they really want her to go to Coachella. And I don't know, I feel like if she's making a music comeback, she definitely needs to do it at Coachella. I hope she does it because like someone commented that she has a better music than Beyonce and stuff. I don't know about that. Actually, yeah, I like Rihanna's music better than Beyonce's. For her headlining Coachella, that'd be dope. So tomorrow's video is gonna be about um where Coachella, like the history of where Coachella gets its name. I'm still working on that series for the Coachella every lineup breakdown. I was supposed to do it every week, but that was like I don't want to just drop that. I'm gonna be dropping it every other week. I'm gonna drop it maybe a couple Coachella videos a week, but that series is still gonna be going on. I'm definitely gonna finish it before the festival starts. So festival season, I guess, starts in January when the lineup is released. So we'll continue to make more. Like Nicki Minaj. Well, she's kind of like a diva now. She's more of a diva now. She doesn't do crazy dances like Beyonce because Beyonce goes crazy. Like she performs. Rihanna, I saw her. I mean, I've only seen her once, and that was like 2016, I think. 2017. I don't remember what year it was, but it was the anti tour, and she was pretty cool. Like she had backup dancers, and she walked around. She had like this floating like stage, and she like sang along the stage. Like I don't know, it's kind of weird. She got creative, and right now, I mean, her brand is really big. She's not making music, but her clothing and makeup brand and all that stuff, she's gone pretty huge. So I think she's somebody that should headline Coachella. She's never performed there. I mean, she's performed as a guest performer with a couple of DJs and Calvin Harris and all that, but she hasn't really done it. Nicki Minaj, yeah, she hasn't performed at Coachella either. Coachella did her dirty last year too, or this year. She came out with Ariana Grande and her mic was all messed up or the timing was off. I don't know what's going on, but they kind of did her dirty. And Nicki Minaj has actually been to Coachella before. She came out with, I don't know, I don't know which artist it was, but she came out and she didn't even sing. She just like walked around and everyone was like cheering, but she just like was on stage or whatever. Yeah, dude, her mic was crazy. It was kind of sad. You think Bad Bunny is gonna be at Coachella 2020? I don't know. Like it happens all the time though to have back to back Coachellas for artists like this. It happens all the time. There's always like 3 or 4 artists every year that come back every single year. Foster Dames did it 2014, 2015. Um, in the beginning, a lot of Coachella artists used to do it, but I don't know if he'll come. He's he's pretty huge. Like last year, he had a big crowd. Like for Bad Bunny, J Balvin was for me personally. I like J Balvin better live. I like Bad Bunny's music better, but J Balvin live was better last year at Coachella. Like his set was crazy. He was playing a lot of like the old reggaeton songs, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Blackpink. Oh yeah, dude, like Blackpink was dope. I didn't even know who Blackpink was like when I made the first Coachella when the lineup got released. And then I got like thousands of comments over the next like months leading up to Coachella, just Blackpink fans telling me to check it out. And I actually like like them. They're pretty cool. They they go hard, like in the performances. They're just dancing the whole time, like how you were saying. Rihanna doesn't really she does boring performances. Like Blackpink was dope, and K-pop is slowly like taking over. I mean, I think it's the most popular like music genre in the world just because so many kids love it. I really the only other person I know is like the other group is BTS, but I feel like BTS is big enough that they could even be one of the headliners if they came because Blackpink is still they barely came out and BTS has been on top of like the charts and stuff. Daft Punk, man, it's they've been rumored for like 5 years in a row, and there's no official announcement yet. They're still rumored again this year just because they're Daft Punk and they haven't been to Coachella since 2004, I think, and that's considered like the greatest performance at Coachella history. And I would love to see them. I don't even know if they've been making like any tours or nothing because they're super into their own world and stuff. But I would love to see Daft Punk, and if they came, I think they would be in the main stage just because they're so iconic and they're so big. I do want to see them. Um, who else? Oh yeah, and the Coachella. I was talking about J Cole in the last one too. B like Beyonce. Um, man, I feel like she could come back. I just don't think it's gonna be anytime soon, just because she just performed. Like that's hard. Like she even had a documentary on Netflix. Like you can't just come back right away. It has to be a couple years when she start. You gotta even if you don't have a ticket, you should definitely already be planning that stuff out. And I made a video about that. Like I know you might not have a ticket. I don't know if you do, but you definitely need to start looking for hotels or um, try to see if you're gonna get a camping spot. I don't know what you're trying to do, but the sooner you do it, the more money you're gonna save because everyone waits till January when the lineups release. So right now, like people that go to Coachella, they know about it, but a lot of people once the lineup comes out in January, they're gonna start buying the bracelet, they're gonna start buying the packages, and that's when everything just skyrockets, especially like the week of everything's so expensive, Airbnb and all that. There is like a new there was like a campgrounds last year. It was called like what was it? Festival Campgrounds. It's like a local ranch where they do like events, special events like weddings and quinceañeras and stuff. And they set up a bunch of tents and they had showers and they had restrooms and you had like their own private security and like a pool. So that was like a new thing like that started last year. That one I think was like 150 a night or something. So that one's pretty cool. I'll make a video about it once. Probably I'll reach out to them and make a video soon. Damn, that's crazy. When did you try booking that? Because damn, see, some people are like, it makes sense to pay 475 if you're with a bunch of people. Like, don't do it by yourself. I know it sucks. Like sometimes it's hard to go with your friends, but damn, 60 to 475. Yeah, the prices are crazy. Like people rent out houses for like $3,000 a weekend. Like it's crazy the amount of money that people spend, but it's all about trying to make it with whatever you have. So even if you don't have the money right now, start saving for the next was it 4 or 5 months till the lineup comes out. If you don't have the ticket, but you should be saving money now if you really want to go to 2020, just because you gotta consider all the travel expenses, this money you're gonna spend inside and all that stuff. El Dorado weekend one. Yeah, El Dorado is really popular. It's a nice place too. Logic is killing it. Oh yeah, Logic is he dropping a new album? Because I know he's like dropping new music and doing collaborations. Um, I wasn't even I wasn't a big fan of Logic, and then he dropped that the 1-800 song and the Black Spider Man. I really like those two songs. The video with Eminem was cool, like that music video where they kind of spoofed. They had a couple like actors perform as him and Eminem. That was cool. That was pretty creative. He's never been to Coachella, so if he's making like a new album or he's just dropping new music, you could definitely see Logic at Coachella, and he has a pretty good fan base. So I could see him performing at the Sahara tent. That'd be kind of cool. Logic at the Sahara. I'm not. A lot of people hate on Logic just because I don't know, because he always tries to play the I'm black and I'm white. But I like him. He's pretty cool. Logic. Who else hasn't been to Coachella? Well, like all the new rappers, all this like new wave of rappers that they definitely you could see them coming to Coachella. Can we talk about Billy though? Oh, dude, she was amazing. I like again, I didn't really know her music leading up to the festival. I had to look her up, and she was amazing. I saw her weekend two. I didn't get to see her weekend one just because I was who was Weezer. I had to go see Weezer. Um, I was pretty much to the front on Weezer just because Weezer is one of my favorite bands while growing up, and then they announced that that was probably their last Coachella, meaning they might retire, they might never perform at Coachella again. I don't know their reasoning, but Billie Eilish, like to be honest, like her crowd and the amount of people that were at the outdoor, she had more people than Ariana Grande and more people singing along than Ariana Grande. Like her fans were going crazy, they were crying, and she even cried because Justin Bieber was there, and that was like her idol or something. That was I saw some articles about that. That's pretty cool, but like her style of music is just, I mean, her beats, like I think that's my favorite thing. Like the beats on her album are amazing, and that's one person that's gonna come back to Coachella in like 2, 3, 4 years and be the main headliner. Like she's gonna be one, you could tell already, like she's gonna be a superstar. She's already kind of a superstar and she's super young. So that's someone that's gonna, like right now, if you think about her fan base, they're really young, but her subject matter is not like, because there's a difference between having a bunch of fans like Taylor Swift. Those are a bunch of little kids, but Billie Eilish, like, it's like more teenagers, and those people are gonna grow with her. So I think that's what's gonna make the difference. And I think she's gonna be really big. I wouldn't like to see Taylor Swift at Coachella. I think that'd be kind of disappointing, to be honest. On sorry about the mess in the back. I read somewhere. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, it's, I don't know why she wasn't on the main stage. Maybe because people, maybe the Golden Voice didn't think she was big enough, but she should have been on the main stage. Like the amount of people that were at the outdoor just to see her, she should have been at the main stage. She was, man, I don't know. I feel like she's gonna drop a new album and then come back to Coachella and headline. Like that's, I could definitely see that happen. I think it's gonna be in 2 years, not this 2020, but like 2021. I could see her coming back. It's it just makes perfect sense. And who else? I was talking about J. Cole. I do want to see J. Cole come to Coachella just because he's never been to Coachella and he has great music. Like that fool has like 4 albums that are really good. And I don't know, like I don't know what's holding him back. So I'm excited because I feel like this is his year. And he has like I said, he's performing at that festival in Las Vegas. He's one of the headliners, the night in Vegas. It's in November. That lineup is really cool. It's really hip hop heavy. I wish I could go, but the day I tried to buy the tickets, they were sold out, and the resale prices are crazy. So probably not gonna end up going to that one. It sounds pretty cool. I'll be going to Rolling Loud in Los Angeles. Rolling Loud, I think it's in December. I'm paying the tickets already, so if you guys are going to that, or I'll be at the Rolling Loud. They haven't announced the lineup. I'll probably do like a lineup breakdown when that comes out, just because this is my first time going to Rolling Loud. I was actually in LA during last year's Rolling Loud, but I didn't buy tickets. I was just like driving by the festival. It looked pretty cool. It's at the new like stadium, new soccer stadium right there by the Coliseum. I forgot the name of it. It's like the Bank of California Stadium, I think. Yeah, Rolling Loud. That's gonna be pretty cool. So what I was gonna talk about? I had a list. Give me a second. Uh 20, let me see. Oh, that was, oh yeah, the Joe Budden list. He made like the top 50 rappers, and it was trending on Twitter because everyone's saying that he made that freaking list because he was ranked number 3, which was stupid. If Taylor Swift headline, I'll probably cry disappointment and J. Cole's fire, hoping Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco, man. I used to be a big fan of them when I was in middle school. So what was that, like 2006, 2007, 2008? I used to be like a huge rock fan, like back in middle. I think at least for my generation, we were all kind of like rock heads, like not emo kids, but like rock was super popular with the VH1. Like in the mornings, used to play all the classic like rock songs, and then Panic at the Disco is definitely cool. Um, I don't think they've ever been to Coachella, and that would be cool. I would like to see them. They definitely need more bands coming back. There's been a lot of hip hop just because the music industry is like super dominated by hip hop, but Panic at the Disco would be cool. So I was watching one of the live performances. I forgot what it was, but we were watching it on YouTube, and they're pretty cool. And as far as like Taylor Swift, I'll be disappointed because like I don't like her music, whatever. But it's also something that if you're already going to Coachella, you're never gonna pay to go see Taylor Swift by herself. So I guess like okay, I guess I'll get to watch her. That's what happened with Ariana Grande. Like I'm never gonna go to a concert of hers, or maybe even Blackpink. Like if Blackpink is touring, I'm not gonna go watch their tour, but I'll watch them if they're at Coachella. So that's what's kind of cool. Like you get to explore artists that you're never gonna see somewhere else, or you're not gonna pay to go see them alone. Drake 2020. Um, yeah, it could happen. Last time Drake came was 2015. It was 2015. Yeah, it was 2015, and it's considered one of the worst headliners in Coachella's history. Like, there's a lot of articles. He just I don't know what was up with him. Like, he has too many hits, and there was not enough energy that year. The first weekend, 2015, I got to go second weekend that year, and then I was watching it on the live stream in weekend one. We were watching the living room, and it was like whatever. The crowd was kind of dead. He was just singing a bunch of like songs from Take Care, more like love songs and stuff, and not as many hype songs. And then Madonna came out, and instead of making like the performance better, because she's a legend, it just was awkward. Like it was like he didn't want to be next to her, and then she ended up kissing him during the performance, which is weird because he then like covered his mouth like it was nasty or something. It was crazy, and people were just weirded out. Like okay, then his whole background was kind of like a jungle, and it just didn't have the vibes that you're expecting from Drake. And since 2015, I mean, Drake's been every time he drops a song or drops an album, whether you like him or whether you hate him, he's just dropping straight fire or stuff that's just trends. So him coming to 2020 would be amazing. He just dropped a new like, sorry, I guess like a mixed album of unreleased songs or like new takes on songs. And he's always trending. His Raptors just won the NBA title. So if he comes to Coachella, I'll be excited. Like I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he has great music. And right now, if he came to Coachella, like man, the whole crowd will be singing along. Like it'll be a great experience. Um, that's how I was with Jaden Smith this year. Yeah, Jaden Smith too. Like I wouldn't pay to see him, but if he's at Coachella, might as well check him out. Um, he's like whatever. I mean, he's barely coming out. Like we'll see once he has another couple albums or his career is just starting now. I'm not hating on him because a lot of people are hating on him, saying that like Will Smith put him on and all this stuff, but he's just using his celebrity to start his music career. So I guess I wouldn't be mad if I wouldn't like count him out yet just because he's still growing up. Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran. Yeah, he's never been Coachella. He's more like he would be someone that could headline just because he's such a popular name. He has a couple songs. I actually like the song that he did for one of the Hobbit movies. It was like play man, something with fire, like I forgot, but it was during the Smog movie number two. That was a pretty cool song. And he has like super popular hits. So Ed Sheeran, there hasn't been any rumors. I haven't looked at anything, but maybe you could come to Coachella. What's up, Acer? Oh no, on my bad. News for Dummies. I thought you were my boy CBC Dub. Eminem, he just came last year, so I mean he could come back. It's been a year. Usually it's at least a 1 year gap between like the headliners, but I don't think he's gonna come back that soon. I'm thinking if he comes back to Coachella, it's gonna have to be in like at least 2 to 3 years, just because it's too. I feel like it's too soon for him. And he's such a big artist. Like there's artists that come back to back years or like every other year, but not at the level of Eminem. Like he's one of the all time legends. So I don't know. I don't think he'll come that fast. no, no pun intended, whatever. But yeah. I would like to see him again. I feel like he should bring out more guest artists because he didn't bring enough guest artists last year. But he's a legend, so anywhere he performs, he's gonna deliver a good performance. One thing I feel like they said that he didn't even live stream his performance, so only people that were at Coachella got to see him. So that's kind of sucks for their fans, for his fans. So that's one of the thing I didn't like. Let me see. Okay, what is this? Eminem. And then yeah, so Kanye 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 he could come back to Coachella. I mean, this year he was supposed to be the main headliner. I think that's the reason Ariana Grande wasn't supposed to be the main one. It was supposed to be Kanye the whole time, but the day of the release, he actually dropped out. So he wanted to have like a crazy like dome in the middle of the whole like campgrounds. Maybe he wanted to do a Sunday service, but the organizers didn't let him because of safety reasons. Like if they built him his own stage, then they were gonna have to bring him like extra bathrooms and security and exits, and it was just gonna mess everything up. So they canceled him. He's like, okay, you're not gonna be the headliner anymore. And I feel like that's why Ariana Grande ended up being the Sunday headliner, and maybe Tame Impala got moved up to be a headliner as well on Saturday because of Kanye. So him coming back next year will be cool just because he still kind of stole the show with the Sunday service, and he came out with Kid Cudi. So I mean, he's just a legend, and he's been to Coachella as a headliner twice. He's been a guest. He's done the Sunday service. Like he means a lot for them. Um, what year is your top favorite? My favorite year, um, man, man, it's hard though. Like I'd really love 2012. I like 2011. 2011 is it was my senior year in high school, and it was the first year I went to 3 days. So that one has a lot of like, I guess, just because I have a lot of memories that year. Um, 2012, you had the hologram Tupac with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. They brought on like all kinds of guests. You had Swedish House Mafia before they broke up. It was just a crazy, like if you look back at 2012 and 2011 lineups, like those are some of my favorite years. And I always tell people, like people always say that the lineups are not as good as they used to be, but you got to think about, of course, some of the smaller artists are going to be better because you're looking at like 5 6 years down the road. So for example, 2012 Kendrick, he performed like at 2 o'clock on a Friday because no one knew who Kendrick was. He performed before he dropped his first the Mad Good Kid Mad City. He performed like 2 months before the album dropped, and now he's like one of the biggest stars. So he's on the lineup as a really small artist, and all these artists that you see there, the lineups always look better when you look back, just for that reason. Oh, you haven't already? Hit the like button. Someone just hit the like button, and definitely helps out. I forgot to ask. I was a selfie with Kendall and healing me. Damn. Yeah, Childish Gambino's set was iconic. His set was so good, and the only thing is like he said that we should all put away our phones. I didn't record one single thing from Gambino just because I'm a huge fan of him. I love the show Community. That's where I became like a fan of him. The show Community, like that's Troy Barnes. Like he's hilarious in that show, and his performance was really good. And I mean, he has great music. For people that like his music, he's great. I don't think he's super mainstream when it comes to music. I think he's more known for like being an actor, being a writer. Another reason to hate Kanye. I don't hate. I actually love Kanye. I'm actually wearing one of his shirts, the Wyoming shirt. I like Kanye just because he just has great music, and I know he does a lot of controversial shit. And I mean, that's just the way he's been all his life. Like he's always trying to. He always says and does the things that are like opposite to what like the norm is to get people like to talk about him. So he's smart when it comes to marketing, and he kind of uses that as his brand. Like he's the guy everyone hates, but you have to respect his music. So it's like it's kind of a thing like that. Oh, dude, that was crazy when he said that. When he's like, "I know some of you guys are gonna be dead by next, or some of you guys. There's 100,000 people here, according to the math. Some of you guys are not gonna make it." I'm like, "God damn, that's crazy." I know everyone was kind of like looking around, like, "Dude, did he say we're all gonna die?" That was pretty intense. But he's right though. You never know. Like, we might not all make it by next week, and sometimes we take it for granted. Like, we have all these plans and all these goals, but you never know. Like, I was reading this book today too. It was talking about that we kind of we kind of don't talk about that enough. We don't talk about death, and we're all kind of every day we're closer to our final destination, but we sometimes lose perspective, and we have to cherish what we have. Good luck, man. I definitely want to do some work with you because I've been following your channel for like 2-3 years. News for Dummies, like your channel's pretty cool. It's kind of sad because I feel like I don't know. Did we go to school together? Because a lot of your earlier videos, it was with a bunch of people I went to school with. So I don't know. That was kind of trippy because almost every video you were putting down in the beginning, it was a bunch of people I went to school with in India. So it was pretty depressing. But I like what you do though. You keep it real, and I like the format you have on your channel. Um, then the bathroom next to my camp like blew up. Oh, I heard about that. They caught on fire or something. Yeah, it was crazy. It was requested. What was requested? Yeah, like what happened to those bathrooms? There was like, was it like a gas leak or something like that? That was pretty crazy. Who are the three artists you want to see as headliners next year? Um, man, well, like I said earlier, I do want to see J. Cole because he's never been here. Um, man, I would like to see Drake. I don't know if they'll have like two or three hip hop as the three headliners. Like, oh, okay, my bad. So those people's videos were requested because it was kind of like trending. You have a story time about the showers on Sunday this year. Send me a message on Instagram. Maybe I'll make a video out of it. So like those people that were involved, and then I'll give you credit if you want. That'd be a cool video idea. My Instagram link is in my. If you go to my page, I don't know if you follow my Instagram, but it's Wormierful. I know it's hard to spell. I don't know. It's kind of dumb that I had that, but yeah, send it to me, and then yeah, well, I'll do a video. I'll give you a shout out. That's kind of cool for sure. Um, what was it talking about? Oh yeah, the three artists. My bad. I would like to see Drake just because he needs a redemption story. Like he needs to, like I said, 2015. A lot of people said it was super disappointing, one of the worst in Coachella's history, and that kind of sucks because he's such a good artist. And right now he's just one of, I mean, just such a good artist. I would like to see him headline. I would like to see J. Cole come to Coachella just because he's never been here. I would like to see like Flostradamus come back. I really love Flostradamus. It's gonna be. It was so nasty. I can't wait to hear the story. That sounds crazy. Um, Flostradamus. I don't think Flostradamus is good enough to headline though. And like I was saying earlier, Metallica. I don't know if you guys mess with Metallica, but it's just one of the most legendary just bands in history, and they're still playing after like 20 years. They started, I think, in the early 80s. It's been like 30 years. They're still rocking on. And James Hetfield, he just had his birthday a couple days ago. I think over the weekend it was his birthday, the main singer for Metallica. So I would like to see them just because everyone, even if you don't like rock, you know Metallica songs. At least you know like Enter Sandman, you know Master of Puppets, you know One. They just have a lot of classics. I would like to see Metallica. I know it's not really hard. It's not metal though. Like they're considered a metal band, but their music is not like screaming or the hardcore stuff. They're kind of more. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I got pre-sale. Which weekend are you going? Yeah, dude. Like once you go to Coachella, you have to keep going. I know it's expensive. If you live in, for me, I live in the city of Indio, so I don't have to worry about the travel. I don't have to worry about that stuff. So I'm kind of lucky for that. So ever since I started going, I just decided to keep going just because I have the opportunity. So that's my privilege, I guess. You live in LA, yeah, 2 hours away. So it's, I mean, you still have to do the travel, but it's not as bad as people. Because some people, man, some people come from all over the world. Like I've met people that, some people came from New Zealand. Like I was talking to people that were from New Zealand. Like that's like a 30 something hour flight. That's crazy. San Fernando, yeah, San Fernando Valley, yeah. I work out of town a lot. Sometimes I'm driving all over Southern California. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Illinois, damn, that's crazy. Yeah, my cousins, they live in Chicago. What's up, Jose? Which Mexican artist? Oh yeah, and in my last predictions video I dropped last Monday, I talked about, so we had 2018, we had Los Angeles Azules. They started testing like to see if more Mexican or Latino artists. And then last year we had Los Tucanes de Tijuana, we had J Balvin, Bad Bunny. This year definitely you're gonna see more Latin artists just because they were so popular in Coachella. Southern California, it's a lot of like Hispanics, a lot of Latinos, a lot of Mexicans here. So I definitely want to see, since they had cumbia in 2018 with Los Angeles Azules, then last year Tucanes de Tijuana, like a norteño, they have the accordion and stuff. So they need a banda now. And I was talking about Banda Recodo, maybe La Arrolladora. I would like to see a banda. I think a banda would be cool because everyone else, even if you don't know how to dance banda, you just like follow the rhythm. You grab a girl or a dude, whatever you're into, start dancing. Give me a second.
Do you have a pair of earphones on? Can you what?
I'm live streaming right now.
Oh, wait, what?
I'm on live stream right now.
Is this your Coachella video
And
then?
kinda.
Or are you still doing another one?
I'm doing it. I'm posting it tomorrow. That's why I did a live stream today.
Oh, you're so cool.
What's up?
I don't know. I got nervous.
I know.
Do you have a pair of earphones on I can borrow? Because Rivers chewed up hers.
What's that box?
Sorry to interrupt.
Give me a second.
If not, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay.
Check in here. Just take it.
You're trying to kick me out?
Yeah, I'm trying to do a live stream, girl.
No damn room.
Sorry about that. The wife coming in. The thing, I went to Bad Bunny to wait for Zed. Let me tell you, Hispanic fan base for him ridiculous, huge. I'm impressed. I want Cardi B for 2020. She can rap, but at the end of the day, she makes straight hits. That's the best interruptions. Okay, so going back to the Latino artists, yeah, like man, it was Bad Bunny and J Balvin. They were super lit. Cardi B did come to Coachella 2018, but she was actually pregnant when she performed, so she wasn't. I think she was like 6 or 7 months pregnant, so she already had a belly. She was still twerking on stage and she brought out YG, and she was twerking on stage. It was kind of weird, but that's before I think she dropped her album, or like around the time she was dropping her album, so she wasn't as big as she is now. So I think if she came back to Coachella, man, she's super popular and super famous that she could be a headliner. I know, like you were saying, some people don't like her, some people don't think her music is great, but she's she's just so popular and famous, and she does have a lot of hits. I think when her album dropped, every single song was like in the top 10 or top 15 on the Billboard's like hottest songs. So hey, Cardi B could be somebody that comes back, and technically she's Latina, but she just raps in English. I'm so hyped for next year. Yeah, dude, like it's gonna be fun. I'm excited already. Like Lollapalooza just happened. As well, and Hard Summer as well. I wanted to go to Hard Summer. Kid Cudi, DJ Snake. I forgot who else was at Hard Summer right here in Southern California, but Thursday night we stayed up till like 3. We went to sleep. The neighbor's canopy flew away to us. Oh damn, that's crazy. No, yeah, I don't know. I think I mentioned it in my camping tip. Like there was one year at Coachella where it was super windy, and a lot of tents ended up flying out and like damaging other people's cars, knocking other people's tents. Some people got hurt. It was just like one of those dust storms. And even I think Coachella 2018, before weekend two, they actually had to cancel the car camping. They let people in on Thursday to set up. They canceled it till the Friday because it was so windy. Like there was a high winds on Thursday, so a lot of people ended up going to Walmart. They were camping out at Walmart, just sitting out there with their tents, drinking on the Thursday before Coachella because they weren't allowed into the campgrounds. And a lot. It was kind of like on Twitter. If you look up Walmartchella or something like that, Walmartchella, yeah, it was kind of on Twitter, and people were just like partying there. That happened 2 years ago, or last, I guess technically last year. Investing video. Have you thought about investing video, like about investing in like stock markets? I used to make those videos, but I started following like stocks. I mean, yeah, I have some videos on stocks that I did like last summer, last November. I was doing more stock videos. I don't know. It's because I was doing too many different things on this channel, and I decided to stick to Coachella videos. And I'm still trying to see what other type of content I want to make, because I know like a lot of people are subscribed for Coachella content. So I want to see. I was thinking of starting a separate channel just for vlogging, and then my podcast. I know some people aren't interested in my podcast, so I want to start a different channel just for my podcast. But like I said, I'm still kind of debating, or what kind of other videos you guys want to see, because I'm always up to whatever you guys want to watch. I mean, I don't want to overwhelm you guys with all kinds of different content, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, it is the Kanye shirt, the Wyoming. I think that's like, there you go, some writing. Um, we ordered the vinyl. I don't know where it's at, but I have the Wyoming vinyl. It's pretty cool. I wasn't for the Wyoming, the Yay album. My bad. I'm not a Yeah, dude. I love sports. Like I tweet about sports, but maybe I don't know, maybe a separate channel. I don't know though. It's because the YouTube algorithm, like they're weird. It's weird. A van that converted into a camper. I'm not sure because they don't allow trailers in. I will have to kind of see the rules, to be honest, because I don't know. I don't know what the rules are for vans or whatever you did. So I would definitely like to see what happens. Not being able to breathe in the Sahara tin. I don't know why when I was watching Kid Cudi, I had to leave because I couldn't breathe. Yeah, I don't know about commenting, but I've seen a lot of people, like when you're in the front of this of the any stage, actually, like in the main stage in 2011. I was in the front. I was there for like 11 hours. Me and my friend, we camped there. I had a backpack. I put a bunch of waters, and we were just dehydrated by the end. But since we were all the way in the front for like, I don't know how long, like 10 hours, 11 hours. We were jumping up, we were helping like people get to the front where the security is at. We were like throwing them over because a bunch of girls and like people were just fainting, or like they just couldn't breathe. Like they felt too claustrophobic, and maybe body heat, maybe, I don't know, dehydration. And some people definitely like feel like that. And that's what happens too. A lot of people end up passing out because they drink too much. Maybe they take too many drugs. I don't know, but um definitely it happens all the time. I don't know. I just had to get out. So sometimes, like, what you could do too, you could go to those medical tents. They have them usually by like every stage, and they give you water. They have AC. They give you snacks. Maybe they let you rest and lay down, take a nap. You don't get in trouble. So whatever substance or whatever you're doing, you're not gonna get in trouble by being there. But they do help you recover. Like one of my wife ended up passing out to 2016, 2015. I forgot what year it was. She passed out. We had to take her to the medical tent, and then like 30 minutes later, they gave her a Gatorade. They let her rest up, and then she went back, and we still continued to party. So, um, if you feel like you need a little break, definitely hit up those medical tents. Like I said, you don't get in trouble. They're there to help people. They don't want to kick you out for the festival. So definitely, or maybe you just need a break. You just want to chill inside. Then definitely hit up those medical tents. I That's one of my number one tips is always wear always drink a lot of water and have something to protect your face just because of the dust. Like so many people walking, just kicking up the dirt. And there's a lot of wind sometimes too. Like we're talking about the tents flying, like that wind is picking up dust. We're in a desert, so there's a lot of sand that gets flown into the festival, and just you're just sucking it like 12 hours a day, just sucking in freaking a bunch of sand and dirt, and it's kind of crazy. So definitely, if you've never been to Coachella, definitely put a face mask on or a bandana. I like to use a bandana. Most of my photos I always have a bandana on just because it looks cool. But some people wear those like face masks that have like the glowing, um, like those little glow effects, those little glow things. That's pretty cool too. The heat. You were sick for 2 weeks. Yeah, you got the Coachella flu. Like a lot of people. I haven't gotten it in 3 years. The last three Coachellas, I haven't got the Coachella flu, which I've been kind of lucky because everyone always gets it. So you never know. Because my wife has gotten it and I didn't get it. So I don't know. It just depends. Like if I guess if you prepare, you limit yourself from getting it because it's not like you can prevent it just because of so many people. But there's definitely something to do. They come in red walks with two breathing tubes. Make me sign a contract that something happened to me on the grounds it's my fault. Yeah, they're I mean, of course they want to make themselves not accountable for your mistakes or whatever. Did you see my comment? Sorry, it's just the comments are everywhere. One more chala. Yo, I don't know why, but I couldn't breathe. I have asthma. Which comment? Oh, the one with the sign a contract one, or which comment? I don't know which one you're talking about. Oh, the one with the girls screaming. Oh, damn. It was a bunch of girls in one big ass tent and they were all screaming and security pulled up thinking something else. Oh, damn. That's kind of crazy. Damn, you got too many good stories, bro. You gotta let me know on Instagram so we can make some videos. I'm always looking to collaborate with people, so definitely I'm down to do some videos with that. You get it every year, 6 years in a row. Um, I guess I guess you just can't avoid it. Sometimes it just happens, you know. Some people do get the Coachella flu all the time, but like I said, I haven't gotten it. 2011 was that year. I lost my voice for a whole month. I'm not even kidding. Like I ended up getting sick during Coachella. Then the weekend after Coachella, because back in 2011, it used to be one weekend only. It was only one weekend. So 2011 was my first year that I went through the 3 days. I got the Coachella flu. Then the following weekend, they had a thing called the Big Four Festival, which was Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, and man, who's the fourth one? I forgot the fourth band. Black Sabbath? No, I don't remember, but there was like four like hard metal bands, and they had them at the Polo Grounds. That was kind of their test to see that you could make back to back Coachella. So 2011 they had the Coachella. The following weekend they had the Big Four. Then 2012 is the first year they did 2 weekends. So I went to the Metallica concert with my voice gone already from Coachella with like a cough. I couldn't speak. Then I started screaming and like getting in mosh pits. So man, I ended up freaking losing my voice for like the next month. So it was Coachella's in April, so I ended up graduating from high school like at the end of May, the month after. So the whole like the last month of my senior year, I had no voice. Like I couldn't even speak. I was kind of miserable, but definitely something one a fun experience. Oh, the herpes. Yeah, just I think I did the research because I was trying to look up the actual facts because people always like try to hate on Coachella, especially because everyone talks about it. So once there's any negative news, everyone always jumps on the board, and especially on Twitter or like social media. It's a meme game. If there's something going on, everyone always like exaggerates. So I think it was only about, I mean, only, but it's 250 cases of herpes, not 10,000 or whatever the report was. It's still that's a lot of people, the 250 people. But if you look at the math, you're talking about 100,000 people each weekend and only about 200, let's say 300, because some people don't like to report it. So 300 people got herpes. It's still a lot of people, but it's not 10,000 like people are saying on Twitter. But I mean, just be careful. Be careful if you're out there. Definitely like protect yourself because you never know, especially with that many people. You never know. And sometimes it's not even just having sex, like sharing drinks or sharing pipes or sharing blunts, stuff like that. Like that definitely you could get it from that stuff too. So be careful. Maybe only share with your friends, but sometimes strangers. I mean, it's cool to meet strangers at Coachella, but just be careful. Um, Medical tent, Rihanna, Daft Punk, Metallica. That would be great headliners. I agree. Rihanna, Daft Punk, Metallica will be amazing. I would love to see all three of these people at Coachella 2020. I mean, the rumors are there, so definitely want to see that. There was two guys were next to me. I overheard the nurse person telling them to his friend was most likely roofied. The guy looked gone or roofed or roofied. Man, that's crazy. No, yeah, there's the saddest thing for me. Like when I go to Coachella, I go in on Friday. I don't like to go super early. I go in like at 3 o'clock. The gates open, I think at 11:30, 12. I go in like around 3 or 4. So I'm not in the heat unless I want to see somebody perform like at 2 o'clock. I usually don't go into like after 3 just because I don't want to be in the sun the whole time. So I come in on a Friday at 3. Like the weekend just started, and there's people like already passed out in the medical tents. There's people like already like dehydrated or like just burned from the sun. Like they didn't use sunscreen. It's a 3-day festival. Like it's by Sunday you're gonna be tired. So some people like to go hard on Friday or even Thursday night. Like I don't know. I just think you have to take it slow. If you want to go hard, at least wait till Saturday so you kind of know what it feels like to wake up the next morning after going to Coachella for a full day. That's just something I want to I want to go to Coachella 2020, but if BTS is there, I ain't going. Oh damn. JK BTS are hype. I've never been. I'm in Michigan. I'm going to ASU. 3 hours drive. So I think now my perfect chance. So I can. Yeah, you definitely if you can because it is expensive. Right now we have August, September, October, November, December, January. You have about 6 months until the tickets go on sale if you already don't have the ticket. So even if you don't have the money right now, you have 6 months to save up. If you could save up $100 every month until January, you could afford the ticket. And after that, you have another 3-4 months to save up for the camping. So it's doable if you save, maybe hustle a little bit, sell some stuff online, um, Poshmark, eBay, like that. I always tell people like if you really want to go, you could afford it. Especially you have about 10 months into the festival, like 7-9 months into the festival. So also don't go out of your way. Like don't you probably shouldn't use your credit card. Definitely don't. Like if you could save up enough money and use side money to go to it, then yeah. But don't like get all crazy. Uh, Not to pay for everything else. What's the best way to go about it? If you've never been, you definitely want to camp just because it's a whole different experience. Like camping, that's like what Coachella is all about. A lot of people like to have like the convenience of having like a hotel room and air conditioning and being able to shower and having privacy. That's cool too. But if you're going with friends and if you're gonna be at ASU, you probably know some people going to the festival or some people are gonna go there. So that'll be cool to camp with people. Airbnb and like getting renting out homes and stuff. That's also a good way. A lot of people like doing that because you have more freedom than a hotel. Some places offer pools and stuff. Just it's a little more expensive. So it just depends. If you're going with friends, you guys could split the cost. If you're going by yourself, you could try doing the car camping. And then you end up meeting a lot of people like your neighbors. They're gonna have a good time, and it's pretty cool. Um, Behind during Ariana, Justin Bieber, Billie Eilish meeting each other. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, it's a lot of events. I mean, especially with all those stages, like sometimes you'll be watching an artist, you think you had a great time or whatever, and then you get home and then you find out like there was these guest performance that came out the Sahara Tim while you were watching somebody else, or all these like cool things that happen all the time. Like sometimes there's not enough time to go watch everyone you want to see. Sometimes you have to sacrifice skipping an artist to go see somebody else just because, like that kind of stuff. There are people from Reddit at Coachella. They're like my best friends now. Yeah, Coachella Reddit, man, it's amazing. I always share my videos there, and I try to comment on people's like posts, and it's cool when you get to meet people that have the same interests as you, because I make Coachella videos, but there's people on there like they're super dedicated. Like they come out with these crazy predictions of like the set times. I met this dude who did all the set times predictions. My boy Tom Nash. He has it's a podcast called Can't Feel the Heat. It's the unofficial Coachella podcast, and he has guests on that like relate to the festival, like people that set up the stages. He has people that have been to Coachella a lot of years. He's been to the last like 10 Coachellas as well. Like that is pretty cool. And I got to meet him at Coachella, and we were friends now. Like he invited me to a concert in LA this year. Like he's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, it's Coachella, Lollapalooza facts. Yes, Coachella is the best festival in the world. Like it might not be the best festival. Like it is the best festival. It makes the most money and is the most talked about festival. Like look at the trends. It's not even close. Like Coachella is just insane. I know some people say Tomorrowland or they want to say EDC is better, but when you go to those concerts, it's always kind of like the same, like DJs and crazy lights and stuff. But Coachella is different because it's not just a music festival. The official name is the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival. So you have arts from all over the world, artists from all over the world. So it's more than just about the music. It's also about the environment. It's about now it's become about social media too. Cause at first Coachella's been going on before social media. So now it's kind of becoming super mainstream, but it's the best. So many stories. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Let's see. I have no friends. Hey, you'll make friends. Don't worry. Get on Coachella Reddit. Definitely Coachella Reddit somewhere. And I might have a man this year. I wanted to do a meetup with a lot of people that were watching my videos, but it was just too kind of crazy, so I couldn't actually do it. But this upcoming year, I'm definitely gonna do some kind of meetup with people. I'm going weekend one. I wanted to go both weekends again because I went to both weekends, but I ended up being broke. Like that put me back financially crazy. So I got to take it slow. I'm gonna try to hit up Golden Voice to get free tickets, but they denied me last time, so that kind of sucks. So definitely, hopefully this year I could get some free tickets or at least a backstage pass. Like I don't mind paying for my own ticket, but if they let me like bring in my camera or something like that, that'd be kind of cool. And Sync, I know. I wish NSYNC would have performed like Bye 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 or something like that. That would have been cool, but at least she brought out some people. I wasn't a huge fan of her performance, but like it was like whatever. Are there any features brought out on weekend one? So it depends. Like, are you talking about like guest artists by features? Yeah. So there's different guest artists for each weekend. It's rare when they bring the same guest artist for back to back weekends. It's just sometimes if you're a guest artist, like you have other obligations if you're not contract, because sometimes you just go there as a favor. Sometimes you get paid to be a guest performer, but it's hard to go for both weekends. So sometimes they change it up. This year, I feel like weekend two probably had better guest performances. Um, Usually it's always weekend one, just because weekend one, like I said, it has all the hype, like all the social media, all the like news outlets are talking about it. Weekend two dies out a little bit, but it's more fun weekend two for music fans, just like people that like the music. So yeah, I did car camping and was solo on Thursday night. My neighbors drank with me and took me with them to the silent disco. Yeah, my boy Austin, he's actually a member of my Patreon. Shout out to Austin Mejia, that dude's a legend. Yeah, like it doesn't matter if you go alone. Like everyone at Coachella is having a good time. And sometimes people, like I said, they talk about the negative experiences at the festival, but it's always like 1% of people are bad people, whether it's Coachella or when you go to the store. It's always like 1% of people are going to be doing bad things. So don't, don't, like I said, people love to make articles and talk about the negative experiences when 99% of the people are having good experiences. So yeah, just do some research and stuff. People were sitting on the floor. It was packed. I helped her push people to get out. Damn, that's crazy. Weekend one, if you care about celebrities and flexing on social media, for sure. Yeah, a weekend one has become like so big on social media right now because, like I said, all the hype is there for weekend one. I like weekend one. I used to like weekend one before it was like on social media, just because I don't like waiting. Like I said, I've gone to weekend two, like 2015. I had to watch like the live stream and then go weekend two, and I think it was 2013 I went on weekend two. So I've gone to both weekends, and I just hate waiting at home, like just watching a live stream, knowing that it could be there. It sucks also on weekend two when you're at home and you're like, man, people are having fun right now. But at least you already had experienced this, so either weekend you're gonna go is gonna be fun. But I like weekend one just because I don't like to wait. I like to show up not knowing what like everything's gonna look like, the set times, the performances. Sometimes weekend two is better if you want to prepare better because you get to see like the artists, you get to see their sets, you get to see, oh, maybe I should have skipped this one because I heard that this artist is gonna be better, like playing at the same time. So it's kind of better for music, but I like to go. Did you read the first part? The rest, the set, man. It's crazy. I almost got barricade for Ariana Grande while they were setting up her set. A girl with her mom. The girl didn't know she was having a seizure, but mom was screaming for people to move, and people were sitting on the floor, and it was packed. I helped push people to get out. Damn, that's crazy. Damn, dude, you got all kinds of crazy stories. Is it easy to pull at Coachella? Um, it depends, like what kind of. Just don't be like over aggressive. Like, yeah, just have a good time. People are there to have a good time, and you're gonna find somebody. Like, don't don't go with crazy expectations. Like, it's just like almost any setting, like a party setting, I guess. I was so upset I left the Sahara tent for DJ Snake 5 minutes before I brought Cardi B and Selena Gomez. Um, man, I know I missed them too. I wish I could have seen them, but I heard DJ. Well, I actually got to see DJ Snake. I got to see on weekend two, but he didn't bring out no guests on weekend two. He was pretty lit on weekend two though. Like, I love DJs. Like, I personally love DJs. Sahara 10 back in the day used to be all DJs. That I used to, whenever I didn't know anyone on the whoever was playing at that time, I would just go to Sahara 10. Like, me and my friends, okay, there's someone playing that we like. Let's go to Sahara and watch some DJs. Just because the like electronic music and the hype and all that stuff, it used to be the best, but they kind of moved it around. They wanted, I think Golden Voice said that they wanted people to move and experience every part of the festival. So now you have different like hip hop artists at the Sahara, DJs in the main stage, DJs some on the outdoor and the smaller tents. So I could see it. They do want people to move around just because how you guys were talking about earlier, you get suffocated just being in the same spot. And some people would camp. Like my friend, my friend, his name's Leo. He used to go to the Sahara for 12 hours. Like, he go into the festival, just be in the DJ tent the whole time. And it's cool too. I mean, that's what people like to do, but I like to move around, especially the headliners. I never miss a headliner just because they're a headliner for a reason. They might do something special. And yeah, that's just definitely it. Let me see. I feel bad because, like, what if that girl went to Coachella just with her mom just this year and then she got that seizure? I mean, I don't know. I don't know the situation. I mean, there could be any scenarios. And I wasn't aggressive. I just told people to move because she couldn't get out, and I didn't fall and stay where I was at. Yeah, it's good to help people. Like, I've helped people too. Like I said, my girl had a seizure at Coachella one time. When she passed out, she had a seizure, and I had to go. I had my friend with me, and he stayed with her while I went to get security. And then they came, and then we took her to the medical tent. And unfortunately, she was fine after like 30 minutes just resting. So you never know. Like, some people have it worse than others. So yeah, just something. Um, what was I reading? If Mason Ramsey got to play at the last second, why couldn't Lil Nas X? Yes, exactly. I was expecting him to come out with any DJ set. Lil Nas, but he didn't come out. Maybe because he still was trying to get better at performing live because he was doing a lot of smaller concerts and now he performed at the BET Awards. So right now he just dropped an album, and I feel like now he's got more practice. He's become a huge star. So he's gonna be at Coachella 2020. I just have a feeling either he's gonna perform or he's gonna be brought out as a guest. And by Coachella next year, that rodeo song's gonna be played out. Like I said in my last video, that song's already overplayed. But since we all know that song, even if you don't like it, if you're at the festival, you're gonna dance to it, you're gonna sing to it, and it's gonna be such a cool moment. So I feel like he's gonna come out. Zed or Marshmello. Zed, both have been to Coachella. I haven't seen Marshmello. Man, that's somebody I've been wanting to see for years now. Marshmello came to Coachella, I think like 2-3 years ago, and I didn't get to see him. So definitely somebody I want to see. I hope Marshmello comes to Coachella. I was gonna see him in Vegas one year too, but I just didn't get to see him. Show wear Native American stuff, or is that still is that still trendy? No, you don't really see people wearing Native American stuff anymore because there's a lot of negative backlash about like cultural appropriation and people wearing that stuff, even like it's kind of disrespectful. So you don't really, you still see people wearing it. I mean, I guess you could do it, but some people don't like to see that. I think someone's trying to get into my home. I'll be back. What the hell? My alarm said window open. Well, Andy Garcia, hopefully you're all right. Marshmallow was here this year. What? I didn't even know that. I first saw Coachella 2017. I think that's what it is. Um, love your videos, by the way. Keep it up. Thank you, Alan. Alan Tricks. Can you get me in for free? No, I can't even get myself in for free. I mean, I know people that sneak in all the time. I have some friends. Like I said, I live here, and like right now, I literally live like a 15, maybe 20-minute walk to the festival grounds. So I know people that get in for free, like through their dads that work at certain places. They get special bracelets for like security and stuff, and they get to go to for free. But I don't know. I just don't want to take that risk. And like I said, hopefully Golden Voice. I'm gonna apply to get a free bracelet again. They denied me last year, but I've made like 60 Coachella videos already, so definitely, hopefully they give me some. If you haven't already, hit the like button if you're still in the live stream. He was at Khalid's set. I didn't even know they had a song together. Damn, that's crazy. Freaking man, I wish I would have seen him. I didn't get to see Khalid either. I know Mr. Rose. I know who you are, bruh. Come on now. I know. Are you still living in San Diego? Because I know you lived out there for a little bit, or San Diego or something like that, and then you got into the comic stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, James Rose. He used to be my counselor when I used to play football at COD. I used to play community college football back in the day, the good old days. Vegas, it's only $30 for guys. Does he still have a residency in Las Vegas? I might go in November. Like I said, I wanted to go to the concert series in November. When's the concert series? The concert series, that day night in Vegas. I think it's in November 3rd, November 1st through the 3rd. So I might go. I don't know yet because it's my wife's birthday weekend. So if I can't go to the concert, I'll definitely go to just the event. I mean, just to be in Vegas. So yeah, it wasn't even open. The alarm is tripping. It's probably a ghost, bro. Andy is a ghost. What do you think about EDC? Thinking about going? I've been wanting to go do EDC, but it's expensive. Like I already spent enough that's why I kind of focus on. I like the payment plans that Golden Voice has been doing. They make you reserve the tickets for like 10-15 bucks, and then you get to set up your payment plans, which makes it a lot easier. EDC is pretty expensive, so I'm trying to do that stuff. Keep up the great work. Thank you, coach. Just trying to improve, trying to do the thing. I've been kind of slacking it. I mean, I don't want to get all personal, but I haven't been able to make that many videos over the last like 2 weeks. So I think they probably give those free wristbands to instant models like Candy. Like Candy? Which Candy? No, yeah, they give it to their like sponsor they give them all to a lot of like companies, and those companies fly out those Instagram models and those like YouTubers. So Golden Voice doesn't give them directly, they give them to their like their managers and the production companies, and they fly out those influencers to the festival. It's cool though, like whatever, if I could go to for free, that'd be dope. If I could go for free, then I'll go both weekends. But for now, right now, just going weekend one. But yeah, it's all good though. Last year, well, at the beginning of this year, so right now we're in August. I had less than 1,000 subscribers. Right now, I'm like at 3,500. So hopefully, with all the Coachella stuff, that's when my channel started blowing up a little bit more. So I feel like I'm setting up right now, like making little Coachella videos every week, and hopefully I blow up a little bit more, and then I get those free tickets. So that's like the plan right now too. Yeah, so I do want to make more content besides Coachella stuff, just because man, I have more things to talk about, but it's hard with the YouTube algorithm. Um, I do want to consider that sports stuff. I wanted to make a channel just about football, but I think it's gonna be a separate channel though. I don't want to. I don't know. What do you guys think? Uh, it's kind of complicated. Um, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Or if you guys have any more questions, I'll probably stay on for like another 10 minutes, another 5 minutes, whatever, just because it's getting late. But yeah, so I couldn't make a Coachella video for today, so I decided to do the live stream Q&A. If you're just joining us, definitely it was pretty fun. A lot of people joined the chat today and got to see all you guys' questions. So maybe I'll drop a Coachella Monday video and then do a live stream every Monday. Does that sound cool? I think that'd be cool, just so I could interact with you guys more on a one-on-one basis. And I definitely want to do more live streams. Like I have so much fun doing live streams. So definitely thank you guys for supporting this channel. So any more questions before I take off? Did I answer everyone? I don't know. I feel like sometimes um I skip a couple. There's a lot of questions right now. Go Bengals. I'm not a. I don't hate on the Bengals. I used to like them when they had Carson Palmer and Ocho Cinco back in the day. I'm a Chargers fan, one of like 10 Charger fans in Southern California, just because we have no fans. But yeah, I'm going to the first Charger game. It's gonna be against the Colts, week 1 at the StubHub Center. So I'll probably make a vlog for the first game. But like I said, I'm gonna start launching a separate channel just for my vlogs, just for the. I mean, not that many people are gonna watch, but whatever. It's fun making vlogs. This is going bye bye. Yeah, Melvin Gordon. He didn't want to sign. Like I don't. He was gonna be the 4th highest paid running back if he got the $10 million a year extension, but he wanted to get paid like Le'Veon Bell, and he wanted to get paid like Todd Gurley, but he's only had like one good successful season. He's only had like 1,000-yard season. I think that was last year, and he's good in getting in the red zone and getting those first downs, like 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. He's gonna get a first down, but I don't know. Like I feel like the Chargers don't need to overpay him when if he doesn't want to play. We have like 2 other backup running backs that are pretty good. We have good receivers, Keenan Allen. We have Mike Williams, Benjamin. I don't like him, but he's still a speedy guy. He could go over the top. And then you have Hunter Henry coming back, who was a Pro Bowl tight end who was hurt all of last year. So we have enough weapons on offense that you don't really need to rely on Gordon. So he has no leverage right now. So if he doesn't play, he's going to lose a lot of money. And if he doesn't get traded, he's just going to lose all this money on the table. So I feel like if he had more leverage, it would be better for him. So I think just trade him, whatever. Is camping fun at Coachella? Yeah, well, part of the whole experience is definitely camping, just because you get to meet a lot of people that are going to be your neighbors for like the whole weekend. And the silent disco, last year they had that movie theater with the movie with Wabana Island or something like that, with Childish Gambino and Rihanna. They always have events going on. They have like there's stories of like celebrities like playing like music. Some people have guitars and stuff. So definitely camping is fun, just because camping anywhere is fun, and camping at Coachella with people that are gonna have a good time is fun. So yeah, if you've never been to Coachella, definitely try it. Try camping if you can. We get those, but what area were they at? Where is El Dorado at in Coachella? El Dorado, it's like a country. It's like a special area. So I think they sell a different like camping pass that's more expensive to camp at the El Dorado Lodge or whatever. There's some pretty expensive packages right there. They have like some exclusive like super VIP packages, so you have to spend more money for those. I've never stayed at any of those. There's some by like a lake and stuff. Like it looks pretty crazy, but and like I said, you gotta have like, I think they charge like 10,000 or something crazy for those spots. But I never been there. Well, yeah. I think I'm just gonna end the live stream right now. Ongoing weekend to 2020. Do you already have the tickets? Did you already do the pre-sale? If you haven't, definitely the first week of January. We're doing it next year. We got 4 people for 3,200. 3,200 for all of it, or 3,200 for each? Because that would be crazy. Nah, if it's for 4 people, I mean it's kind of reasonable. If it's gonna be a cool like VIP experience, 3,200. That's not that bad. It's still super close to there, but it's kind of like the VIP area, but like I forgot that Rose Gardens, I think it's called, over there by kind of by the Sahara, but more to the left. It's kind of like over there, but yeah, El Dorado's pretty dope. Weekend two, yeah. I'm like I said earlier, I'm trying to go weekend two, but if I get a free ticket from Golden Voice, because if not, I'm not gonna be able to go. Um, you get to keep the stuff in the tents too. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, I gotta go, but I'll hit you up soon about the story time. Good night, bro. Yeah, just hit me up and I'll make some videos about your story time. Or if you're watching the live stream and you have some crazy Coachella stories, definitely hit me up on Instagram or send me an email or Twitter, whatever. And I want to make more videos with you guys' stories, with your perspectives, because that'd be kind of cool. And maybe if you guys want to be on my podcast too, I've been kind of slacking it with the podcast, but I definitely want to start making more of those. So thank you guys for watching today's video. Tomorrow I probably won't drop the Coachella video until the night, tomorrow like evening. So I'll drop the video tomorrow. It's gonna be about kind of like the origin. I asked on Instagram what kind of video you guys want to see, whether it's going to be my 2003 lineup breakdown or my Coachella, the origin of Coachella, like the name and what it means and all that stuff. So I'll make that video for tomorrow. And then, yeah, so every Monday I'll start in a live stream. Every Monday I'll be doing a live stream. So thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time.